many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. Put out 1 foot of safe, like let's make that love. And I run to the bed until we all got them buckets. With our footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' lie, no we gon' hide. I can never switch, now you claim my line. Lost my cause, by my side. Now we gon' ride.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can.
And this is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He was taken down by...
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That's real good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previous.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
First down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good. Makes the score Packers 28. Seahawks 10. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensive.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
And this is caught at the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 68 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Packers add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go. They can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of.
The National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now on first down. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some space here. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big run there by Jones, 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Snap comes at 1. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Complete to Amari.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
At the 38-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The give is to Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard gain on
the Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Tackle made at the
a third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A first down carry by Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Cowboys nothing.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll try to throw down. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And a penalty flag is down here. The kick no good, but they may have sold out a bit too much for the block. Looked like they made contact with him on the follow-through. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
10, Cowboys nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is Tony Pollard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's taken down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Elliott. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
29-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him, that 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Flushed out right, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D, tighten up.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Get away.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. And Crosby puts it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, that might be Exhibit A of why a team likes to play it safe at the end of the half. The late turnover cost them 3 points the other direction.
Yeah, but if you're a fan, you're always pressing it, right? Go for it. Why worry about it? Throw caution to the winds. This is what the head coach always has to evaluate. Worst case scenarios. In this case, he bypassed the thought And guess what? It ended up biting his team.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. But I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, past the 20.
Go time, baby.
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
21. Cowboys 2. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the roll. 57's the mark. 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You got nothing to work. You got nothing. Zip.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Second down at 4.
You ain't going nowhere. 57. Mike 57. Hey, let's get off the
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 31. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You ready? Check 37. Check 37. Get right. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Not here.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Mike 48, Mike 48. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48 to 50. Let's go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up. Show it up.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
48 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do it.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Packers pick it up. They find some open field here. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Pull it together. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Elliott, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Christian Kirksey.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I love the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Will Redmond. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right?
It got his man complete. 30, the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
The Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 48-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. Audemars on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that JT finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. Audemars on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say gotta do. I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? and I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's a foot race. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 73 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22, Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive line.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 65 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On second down now, Richard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, Richard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For Nelson Aguilar, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. Aguilar has it. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The Last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 11.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is out of bounds here. First down Raiders. Carr to Waller.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 59 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. On this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Carr. This is caught by Williams. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he stopped immediately there.
Richard, the ball
tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Made the tackle.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw his Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And down inside the 15 he goes. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At the 13-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Raiders 21. Saints 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Breeze to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
Breeze pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. On first down, it's Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
2nd and 6.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And a lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27.
Saints.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give. This is Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, their drive and will to come back can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Ward taking it in over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the Saints' 15-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Carr's going to keep it himself. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
12-yard line.
Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now this time, Carl throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
6-yard. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 4, they could still get a 1st down without scoring. Operating from the gun, Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And taken all the way out near the 30-yard line. This D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 1, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he is all the way up past the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now is Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze, you got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Breeze's throw going to be caught by Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and
brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now, Breeze again. That'll be complete to Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Breeze to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Traquan Smith. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly.